Hello students, welcome to the course Physics Principles and Applications. I am Dr. Amol Rahane, welcomes you to today's lecture for FYBSc Physics Paper 2 Semester 1. So we are studying the fifth chapter, Applications of Electromagnetic Waves. In today's lecture we are going to study the applications of electromagnetic waves as X-ray radiography and CT scan. So let us study what are electromagnetic waves. So electromagnetic waves are waves that are created as a result of vibrations between an electric field and a magnetic field. In other words, the waves are composed of oscillating magnetic and electric fields. So this is the typical electromagnetic spectrum. We all know this electromagnetic spectrum that I will move. Let us study the applications of the electromagnetic waves. So first application is X-ray radiography. X-rays are high energy electromagnetic waves of frequency 10⁻⁸ Hz and having very short wavelength ranging nearly from 10⁻⁻11 to 10⁻⁸ meter. They have high penetrating power. So X-rays, they are having high penetrating power, right? So they just come after the gamma rays, right? So gamma rays are having highest penetrating power in electromagnetic radiations, right? So X-rays or radiography uses a very small dose of ionizing radiation to produce pictures of the body's internal structures. The X-rays are the oldest and most frequently used form of medical imaging. So it is used in the medical imaging techniques. So they are often used to help diagnose fractured bones, look for injury or infection, and to locate foreign objects in soft tissue, right? Some X-ray exams may use an iodine based contrast material or barium to help improve the visibility of specific organs, blood vessels, tissues or bone. Radiography is an imaging technique using X-rays, gamma rays or similar ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation to view the internal form of an object, right? So this is definition of radiography. Inside the X-ray radiography we use X-rays, right? So applications of radiography include medical radiography, that means diagnostics and therapeutic use, and industrial radiography, right? So there are two types. One is the medical radiography and another one is industrial radiography, right? Similar techniques are used in airport security, where body scanners generally use backscattered X-rays, right? So to create an image in conventional radiography, a beam of X-rays is produced by an X-ray generator and is projected towards the object. A certain amount of X-rays or other radiation is absorbed by the object dependent on the object's density and structural composition. The X-rays that pass through the object are captured behind the object by a detector, either photographic film or a digital detector, right? So the generation of flat two-dimensional images by this technique is called projectional radiography, right? So in the projectional radiography, what we'll have, a flat two-dimensional image will be generated, and that is called as projectional radiography, right? So in this technique we have the let's say the patient will be either he will be standing or he will be sleeping on the this table, right? And inside on the back side of the patient, the X-ray detector will be placed, right? And the X-ray generator will generate the X-rays, and X-ray beam will be passed on the patient's body, and that will some part of the radiation that will be absorbed by the bones, right? So remaining will be passed to the detector, right? So detector may be a photographic plate or a digital detector. So we will get a radiograph, right? So this kind of structure we can see, right? X-ray machines are used in healthcare for visualizing bone structures during surgeries, especially orthopedic surgeries. to assist surgeons in reattaching broken bones with screws or structural plates, assisting cardiologists in locating blocked arteries and guiding stent placements or performing angioplasties and for other dense tissues such as tumors. Non-medicinal applications include security and material analysis, right? So these are some applications that we'll see. So this is the industrial radiography. Inside the industrial radiography, what we have, the X-ray source or X-ray tube, right? So we know the Coolidge tube that will produce the X-rays. That X-rays will be incident on the metal or that sample, whatever, let's say metals will be there. So in order to detect any cracks or fractures inside the metals, so we will incident. So in order to detect any cracks or fractures in the metals, will incident X-rays on it, and the transmitted X-rays, they will be received by the detector, right? So on the detector, the photographic film will be placed and it will create the 2D picture of the received X-rays, right? So this is industrial radiography. So let us study the production of X-rays. So we know the X-rays are produced inside the Coolidge tubes, right? So filament is a cathode of the tube, right? As it is heated up, the increased energy enables electrons to be released from the filament through thermionic emissions, right? So thermionic emission is the process. That means the cathode will be heated, right? And filament will be heated, and that filament where we can say the electrons will be ejected from the cathode, right? So the electrons are attached towards the positively charged anode. So electrons are attracted towards the positively charged anode and hit the tungsten target with a maximum energy determined by the tunnel potential, tube potential. The electrons are attracted towards the positively charged anode and hit the tungsten target with a maximum energy determined by the tube potential, right, or voltage. So we know that the electrons are negatively charged, so they will be attracted towards the positively charged anode, right, and they will hit the target. So that target is made up of tungsten, right? So anode is made up of tungsten material, right? So as the electrons bombard the target, they interact. So interactions will result in the conversion of energy into heat, right? 99% of the energy will be converted into heat, and X-ray photons, so 1% energy will be converted into the X-ray photons, right? The X-ray photons are released in a beam with a range of energies. So X-ray spectrum will be there out of the window and of the tube and form the basis of X-ray image formation. So a spectrum of X-ray will be emitted from the window of the tube. So what are the uses of this X-ray radiography technique? So in medicine, we use the main field in which X-ray machines are used in medicine are radiography, radiotherapy and fluoroscopic type of procedures. Radiography is generally used for fast, highly penetrating images and is usually used in areas with high bone content, but can also be used to look the tumors, such as with mammography imaging. Some forms of radiography also include identifying fractures or cracks or breaks or infections in bones or teeth, diagnosing cavities and evaluating structures in the mouth and jaws, picking up on signs of joint changes that indicate arthritis using a special type of X-ray image called as arthrogram, revealing tumors or on bones, measuring bone density as a means of diagnostic osteoporosis, finding evidence of pneumonia, tuberculosis or lung cancer in chest X-rays, right? So in medical applications, we also use examining breast tissue for signs of cancer using special X-ray technique called as mammography, right? So mammography is used to examine the breast cancer, right? Looking for signs of heart failure or changes in blood flow of the lungs and hearts, revealing problems in the digestive tract such as kidney stones, sometimes using a contrast medium called as barium. So barium is sometimes, most of the times barium material is used, which is a contrast agent. When the X-rays will be incident on this barium, it will be reflected back from the barium, right? And therefore where bones are not there, so inside stomach or in the digestive tract, we have when we want to detect any defects inside this digestive tract such as kidneys or intestines, then the barium material will be given to the patients, and when the X-rays will be incident on this the stomach of the patient, the barium inside the digestive tracts, they will reflect back the X-rays to the we can say receiver, and therefore one can detect the any defects or any such problems inside the digestive tracts, right? So locating swallowed items such as coin or teeny toys can be easily detected by X-rays, right? So we know the metals are they are reflecting the X-rays, right? So X-ray tomography or CT scans is used to scan the body in different sections. So CT scan application that uses X-rays that we will see in the this lecture only. X-ray orthopantomogram is used to detect the disease in teeth, right? In fluoroscopy, imaging of the digestive tract is done with the help of radio contrast agents such as barium sulfate, that which is opaque to X-rays, right? So X-rays, we have already seen this barium sulfate. So radiotherapy, the uses of X-ray radiation to treat malignant and benign cancer cells or non-imaging applications, right? So almost every airport is now fitted with some form of X-ray security system that scans baggage to check for dangerous items. In the past few years, full body X-ray scans have also emerged as an additional security measure, right? So on the airports, we use this kind of system. So we pass through the this X-ray scanners, full body scanners, and when we will pass through this, it will detect any objects, dangerous objects will be there. Or we have this X-ray baggage scanner where the bags are passed through this scanner, right? And any damages, any dangerous items inside the baggage, that will be easily detected. So right, for security applications. Again, X-rays are also used to inspect good and other packaging products, right? X-rays are used at customs post of detection of contraband goods like explosive, opium, etc., concealed in leather or wooden cases, in examining content of parcels without opening them, and in the direction of precious metals like gold and silver in the body smugglers. They are used in distinguishing real diamonds and parts from artificial ones, pure ghee from vegetable oils. So they are used in various applications, right? In industries, X-rays are employed in industry to detect defects in motor tires, golf and tennis balls, wood and wireless walls, and testing the presence of pulse in oysters, right? So in the scientific research also they are used. So X-rays have been used to investigate the structure of crystals, structure and properties of atoms, and arrangement of atoms and molecules in matter, right? So we use this X-rays in scientific applications also, right? Let us now move to another applications, that is CT or CAT scans, right? So CT means computer tomography or computer axial tomography scan, right? It is sometimes also called as computer aided tomographical scan, right? So CAT scan means computerized axial tomography, also called as computer aided tomography or computer tomography. So it is CT scanning or CAT scanning. So is a special X-ray test that produce cross-sectional image of the body using X-rays and a computer, right? So we will make the cross-section images of the body, whereas in the normal X-ray radiography what we have, we get a 2D image, right, of the object. But here we will get a cross sectional image, that means we will get cross sectional slices of the body parts we can easily scan, right? CT was developed independently by a British engineer named Sir Godfrey Housefield and Dr. Alan Cormack. It has become a mainstay for diagnosing medical diseases. For their work, Housefield and Cormack were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize in 1979. CT scanners first began to be installed in 1974. CT scanners have vastly improved patient comfort because a scan can be done quickly. Improvements have led to higher resolution images which assist the doctor in making a diagnostics. For example, the CT scan can help doctors to visualize small nodules or tumors which they cannot see with a plain film X-rays, right? In computed tomography or CT scanning, an X-ray source and its associated detector rotates around the subject, which itself moves through the conical X-ray beam produced. Any object point within the subject is crossed from many directions by many different beams at different times. Information regarding attenuation of these beams is collected and subjected to computation to generate two-dimensional images in three planes, that is axial, coronal and sagittal, which can be further processed to produce a three-dimensional image. So, this is a typical CT scan machine used to detect the any anomalies in the patient. So, the patient is passed inside this chamber. So, this is circular ring shaped CT scan, right. So, inside the detector and X-ray source, they will move, they will be continuously rotating throughout the patient, and therefore, it can take the picture of the we can say coaxial picture of the patient's body, right. So, there are certain facts related to these CT scans. So, CT scan images allows the doctor to look at the inside of the body just as one would look at the inside of a loaf of bread by slicing it, right. So, if we slice the bread, so just like the doctor can see the patient's body, right. This type of spatial X-ray is a sense takes pictures of slices of the body, so doctors can look right at the area of interest, right. CT scans are frequently used to evaluate the brain, neck, spine, chest, abdomen, pelvis and sinuses, right. CT is a commonly performed procedure. Scanners are found not only in hospital X-ray departments but also in outpatient offices. CT has revolutionized medicine because it allows doctor to see diseases that in the past could often not be found at surgery or any autopsy. CT is non-invasive, safe and well tolerated. It provides a highly detailed look at many different parts of the body. If one looks at a standard X-ray image or radiograph such as a chest X-ray, it appears as if they are looking through the body. CT and MRI are similar to each other but provide a much different view of the body than the X-ray nodes, right. So, in MRI the magnetic field will be used, right. So, CT and MRI produce cross sectional images that appears to open the body up, right, allowing the doctor to look at it from the inside. So, MRI uses a magnetic field and radio waves to produce images, whereas CT uses X-rays to produce images, right. So, in MRI what we use radio waves and magnetic field, whereas in the CT scan what we will use X-rays, right, to produce images. Plain X-rays are an inexpensive, quick test and are accurate at diagnosing things such as pneumonia, arthritis and fractures. CT and MRI better to evaluate soft tissues such as the brain, liver and abdominal organs, as well as to visualize subtle abnormalities that may not be apparent or on regular X-ray test, right. People often have CT scans to further evaluate an abnormality seen on another test such as an X-ray or an ultrasound. They may also have a CT to check the specific symptoms such as pain or dizziness. People with cancer may have a CT to evaluate the spread of disease. Right? A head or brain CT is used to evaluate the various structures of the brain to look for a mass, stroke, area of bleeding or blood vessel abnormality in the brain. It is also sometimes used to look at the skull. A neck CT checks the soft tissues of the neck and it is frequently used to study a lump or mass in the neck or to look for enlarged lymph nodes or glands. CT of the chest is frequently used to further study an abnormality on a plain chest X-ray. It is also often used to look for enlarged lymph nodes. Abdominal and pelvic CT looks at the abdominal and pelvic organs such as liver, spleen, kidneys, pancreas and adrenal glands and the gastrointestinal tract. These studies are often ordered to check for a cause of pain and sometimes to follow up an abnormality seen on another test such as an ultrasound. A sinus CT exam is used to both diagnose sinus disease and to detect a narrowing or obstruction in the sinus drainage pathway. So, sinus is an organ that is placed inside our head, right, just behind the nose and eyes, right, below the eyes, right. So, sinus where the nose fluid will be produced, right. A spine CT test is most commonly used to detect a herniated disc or narrowing of the spinal canal, spinal stenosis in people with neck, arm, back and or leg pain. It is also used to detect a fracture or break in the spine, right. So, cardiac means that is related to heart. A CT scan of the heart is performed to gain knowledge about the cardiac or coronary, right. So, these are the applications, right. So, it is useful to obtaining images of soft tissues, the pelvis, lower part of the trunk of the human body between the abdomen and the thighs, right. Blood vessels, lungs, brain, right, abdomen, bones. So, it is used in various applications. So, what are the advantages of CT scan, right. So, there are several advantages of CT over two-dimensional medical radiography. CT completely eliminates the superimposition of images of structures outside the area of interest, right. Because of the inherent high contrast resolution of CT, difference between tissues that differ in physical density by less than 1% can be distinguished, right. During CT imaging, an X-ray tube rotates around the patient so that multiple images are collected from many angles. These images are stored in a computer that analyzes them to create a new image with the overlying structures removed, right. So, CT images allow radiologists and other physicians to identify internal structures and see their shape, size, density and texture. This detailed information can be used to determine if there is a medical problem as well as the extent and exact location of the problem and other important details. The images can also show if no abnormality is present. Rapid acquisition of images, a wealth of clear and specific information, a view of a large portion of the body, right. These are some of the advantages of CT scan or CAT scan, right. So, that is computerized axial tomography or computer tomography or computer aided tomography, right. So, in the today's lecture we have studied the different applications of electromagnetic waves like X-ray radiography and CT scan in details, right. In the next lecture we will study the solar cell application in detail. Thank you.